Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time to another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Monday, Mosh Pit. Hope your weekends were awesome. We did have another video cross 3,000 likes, which now puts us 282 over 300 for this Invicta challenge, which I've modified a little bit, which I'm going to talk about in the middle of this video. But first off, I want to get to today's screenshot of the day for great retribution, because we had lots of people in the comments last week talking about, hey, yeah, there was no dog barking. I beg to differ there, bucko. This one was sent in here by Magic Mushroom. I like the way that they spelled mushroom, by the way, on this Invicta subreddit. The title of the thread was The Mysterious Crawl Space, which actually did exist in that Dogtooth moment from a couple, I don't remember what episode it was. It was from last week, where Dogtooth very clearly was barking, indicating the presence of a crawl space, but for some odd reason, it just disappeared, and people were saying, "Oh, that's a bug." Oh, blah, blah. But then we had other people who were like, "Actually, that was 4 monstros firing at you. You don't know what you're talking about, Invicta." No. I know what I heard, and I actually went back to the VOD and listened to it. Today is gonna be Hotel 3 Alpha Bravo 86 Hotel November. I think those people owe me an apology, because yeah, I was taking flack for that. They're like, "Oh, he's losing it. He doesn't know what he's talking about." Yeah, I know what the crawl space sounds like from Dogtooth. So anyway, shout out to Magic Mushroom for giving me some vindication there on that one. But yeah, so going over to the like streak really fast here before we really get rolling in this episode. Basically, I'm going to modify this Invicta challenge a little bit, just a little bit here, because I was trying to figure out over the weekend, like, what is the best way to actually implement the whole, like, you got to do an XL floor, but you also have to like do a full clear before actually like going to the boss. And some people were suggesting that apparently there are mods that, like, if you do a full clear, then the boss spawns or something like that. But I don't really want to start messing with mods other than the rules and that sort of thing. So in lieu of that, I'm still going to do this Invicta challenge where it's all blind items and you have to take all pills, but I'm also going to be adding a classic, bringing it back here, a classic like streak goal of the No Seize challenge, which means on top of all blind items, on top of I have to take all pills, also there are no coins, no chests, and no cards, meaning that I can only take basically pills for consumables. And yes, runes do count as cards as well in this. And yeah, so it's going to be an extremely difficult challenge, and that is what I'm officially naming the Invicta challenge, because there's no way for me to actually like put people on this challenge if they want to try it for themselves without them downloading mods, and then console players can't do it, and I don't think that's very fun. Now we go into last week's question of the episode. I will say, starting out here, apologies to sorry, I'm gonna pause real quick. Apologies to the Master Potato, who said, question for Sin: if you were forced to take an item from each quality that isn't quality 4, what would it be and why? I apologize in advance because I don't know what the other qualities are, and I don't know what if you asked me to name one quality 1 or one quality 2 item, I wouldn't be able to do it without having a list. So I apologize in that I don't have a list brought up. But I'll give you credit on the next question that you asked. But another question of the episode that I did see from last week's Brimstone Squad episode was from Egg with Legs 54, who said, question for Invicta: what is your favorite music track in the game and why? For me, it's the Gahana floor music. And I personally don't think that I'm not a big fan of the Gahana music, just because it reminds me too much of Bumbo, but also it's a little bit too slow. It's not bad, of course, but it's just not my thing. I've always really liked the Hush fight in terms of music, and then eventually of course the Beast fight, just because, like, I always say that there's definitely a direct reference to For Whom the Bell Tolls in there by Metallica. So I don't know, I'm not sure if that's what Matthias was actually going for or not, but yeah, I just love the Beast music. I think that it is epic. I love the multi-layered stuff that Planet Ridiculon did. With the differing themes whenever you're fighting the different battles against war, against death. You know, I think all that stuff is really, really cool. And I talked about all that stuff on my interview that I had with Matthias from the Subathon on last Saturday, Friday, I don't remember. The days are really getting together now. So looking ahead at this run here, I mean, we've got the D-Sizzle, which is a great start. I love me some D6. The problem is that our base stats are trash. Movement speed, garbage. Damage, not great. Pierce rate, absolutely horrible. Shot speed, just don't even talk to me. So it's lucky for us that we did roll the D6 and got rid of Friend Finder and turned it into Montezuma's here, which I'm happy to have. Because as you can see here, we are totally independent of everything right now for Montezuma's. It's got its own charge bar, its own mechanic. You know, if you can use it properly, if you can use it effectively, it becomes your primary source of DPS for a very long time. Even our range is really not great. We get the Satanic Bible in here along with the nail. I am gonna touch and use the nail, but I'm not gonna take the Satanic Bible. There's no reason for us to just throw away 2 hearts for potentially something that we're not going to use. And yeah. This is 2 or 3 Leviathan. I guess we'll take it. I mean, the thing for me is that, like, I have the Occult is just annoying to use. There are some people who don't really have a problem with Eye of the Occult. I'm not one of them. I think that with, you know, it is a significant damage up and the range is nice as well. But the fact that you've got to be very, you have to adjust yourself to the item. Instead of the item complementing your playstyle, it has its own playstyle, especially when you start getting Brimstone, where it's very, very disruptive and very unwieldy to use. I don't like stuff that auto fires, and you know, that's the biggest problem that I've got with the Occult, is that you have to turn it off, you have to turn it on, which some people may not care about that. But again, it's one of those things where it's just like, if you play this game long enough, you know, there's certain things that will annoy you. And one of them for me is the fact that, like, if I can't hold down the fire button, it's automatically a demerit. Like, that's just it. Now, obviously, with us not having Brimstone, it's not that much of a problem. We do get a significant range upgrade, get a nice damage upgrade here for us too. But man, oh man, we need some tears. And honestly, I don't mind the range upgrade here. We kind of needed it. So yeah, so bringing back a classic for the No Seas challenge, for the Invicta challenge on the like streak, and I might modify it a little bit on the name at the beginning of the videos just so people don't get confused. We pretty much have to do this, and we got absolutely nothing out of it. Good. Right. I mean, the only thing we're getting here is maybe an almost full charge, or no, we are going to get a full charge on the D6 here. But if you ever wanted to have a seed that's extremely useful here, this is going to be one of them, because we've got to use Montezuma's as our primary source of damage for, I have no idea how long. If we don't get a tears upgrade here, if we don't get some kind of good tear effect or something, I don't know why I thought that the one on the wall that I was facing was going to fire at me. Is that a dime? That was a dime. The No Seas challenge, the no chests, no coins, no cards challenge from many years ago was one of my most popular challenge runs I ever did. We need movement speed bad. We also need to stop taking this, like, incredibly bad damage here. It didn't help that our movement speed was sub 1.0, but getting caffeine pills here, there's no way I'm going to re-roll that. Valuing movement speed is it's one of those stats that you really don't care about until you need it, right? Because everybody can sit there and be like, oh yeah, we need damage, oh yeah, we need tears. Like, clearly our damage is bad, until you realize how important mobility is in this game. I talk about it a lot. And I try to make people understand, like, look, it may not be the sexiest stat that you have to worry about or have to get, but it is going to be one of the most important. If you can't dodge, you're not going to be able to stay alive very long in this game. And movement speed and mobility is directly linked to mitigating any incoming damage, for the most part, anyway. I mean, obviously, Isaac BS aside, you're going to have some stuff that you could have easily avoided if you just had a little bit more mobility, a little bit more movement speed, maybe have flying. And that's another reason why I decided to take Eye of the Occult, is just because I was, you know, we need to get something going here, and if we get flying, that would be nice. Wrath is not going to drop us a bomb here, so now we're left to the mercy of trying to find where our secret room is, and there's a couple of places that it could be. This is the most obvious place here. And it is. And there's no key. Good. And it appears that we are going to be striking out on not only an 18-cent possible buying situation with the store. Yep. And also going to leave behind Nida Room. All right. So that's not great. Yeah, that's really not great. Even behind an entire. This is gonna break my brain here. Thank you. Leaving behind an entire floor's worth of items outside of the boss is really, really, really bad. Especially when you factor in the value of the reroll that we have with the D6, that's potentially something that we could have gotten out of both of those rooms that we flat out just did not have a key for. What do you do? What do you do? You could say, well, you could have taken a bombs or key pill. Yeah, you could have. Definitely could have. But what happens when one of those isn't a bombs or key pill? What happens if one of them's like, say, I don't know, movement speed down? Or health down. We do not have the stats to be able to supplement bad stats here to keep ourselves alive. And we don't have the mobility either, something we just got done talking about. I am going to buy Humbling Bundle as well as the Soul Heart because we desperately need to get something here for a strong devil deal. Humbling Bundle is going to ensure that we are going to have at least a little bit of a lesser problem with our consumables and money issues that we're starting to kind of face here going into the mid game. Hey everybody! Oh, you can't see Ryan's bald head from there. All right, so we need tears. We need tears. We need tears. We need tears. We know that we're going towards the boss here just because it just feels like we're going the right way. I say that sometimes, but also it could just be gas. I'm not sure. Double key drop, Humbling Bundle already kind of paying for itself in that regards. Starting off with a leech. The leech gives us some interesting scenarios. If we end up getting more red hearts than we know what to do with, we could turn the regen of the leech. Yeah, that was pretty much destined to happen as soon as we fired. We could use the regen of the leech and simply turn those into maybe some Saccharin Shuffles or something like that. But the fact of the matter is right now, with only 2 HP, we don't have enough to really make leech worthwhile. If we had like a Temperance Machine or something like that, sure. But man, that was a big floor. Luckily for us, we went straight to the boss, but that's a big floor. Okay. Why is this frail moving at like 400,000 miles an hour? Am I imagining that? I'm going to take another movement speed upgrade despite me needing a Tears upgrade. And Dark Prince's Crown is literally useless. I am going to take Black Judas and I'm going to re-roll that. And I will take Guppy's Eyes. So we're going to turn into Black Judas here with a Guppy item. And yeah, significantly more damage now. All right, so Dark Judas here. Going to be able to give us more damage. Going to be able to give us more movement speed, more tears right off the bat. We are totally a new character now with a damage multiplier built into the base level. I mean, what more can you say about Judas' Shadow? Saving many a runs for many a people. Getting, posting insane times for the Mosh Pit League. Judas' Shadow is consistently just one of the best performing items that you can find in a Devil Deal, period. I mean, it is a game changer. It is one of those run-defying items that when you see it, you're just happy. Look at this Eternal Chest going ham here with the Humbling Bundle. We're able to see all of the contents of the chest thanks to the newly acquired Guppy's Eye. I'll also go back over here. So, the only real downside to Black Judas is that he just doesn't have any red hearts. He cannot get red hearts, period. But that is a small price to pay for what is easily the strongest character at the base level that exists in the game. Now, yes, if you do get unlocks if you turn into Black Judas with Judas' Shadow, and you're going for unlocks and stuff, you are not able to get unlocks for your original character. It's going to count for Judas instead, so just keep that in mind. But if you want easy Judas unlocks, which should be pretty easy anyway, just because he's so good, then Judas' Shadow is definitely the way to go. He's the superior version of Judas. So plenty of bombs here. Not a whole lot of keys, unfortunately, still, but at least we can bomb our way into the item room here. And yep, gonna take Virgo Faux Shizzle. That's gonna give us a neutral or better pill pool, and on top of that, give us the very powerful and very, very useful Virgo Shield. Leech, come on now. You got to do better than that, Leech. That was a textbook example right there of not being able to control all aspects of your outgoing damage. Yeah, we take both of these here. Dreamcatcher, gonna give us some HP at the start of every single level. Treasure map, what more can you say? I am just gonna go ahead and grab the double charge here for the D-Sizzle. Look at all those keys. There's a key bonanza up in here. I guess you could say this is a pretty key room. Sinvicta claims he cares about boss rush. Also Sinvicta pauses 20 seconds to use soundboard. That's the level of cynicism some people have hit these days. Quite funny to me. Man, like try to have some fun. That's a thing. I think people have lost the ability to just have fun. Yeah. That was Astral Projection, which we do not want. I am going to go straight to the boss room, though, because obviously we've got the D6. Maybe we'll find the item room along the way. Looking at this map, it's probably unlikely, but you never know. One thing we do need to find, though, is going to be the Fool card, so... Dreamcatcher will show you what is contained within the item room of the floor you're about to go in the in-between cutscenes for the floors, transition cutscenes. There's the left hand, which is actually not terrible for Judas, just because, again, your whole HP budget operates off of soul hearts. And being able to get soul hearts is key, pretty much. Yes, indeed. Myself and everyone else hates that room. I mean, they knew what they were doing. That room is deliberately set there to stop people from firing constantly. Before you can even react, you kill one of the flies that do the multi-directional shots, and then there you go. Finally get ourselves a tears up. Oh, double tears up. I didn't even know that those existed. Wow. No reason to rush here. We got plenty of time. Before you say, "Oh, you got Guppy's Eye, you don't need to bomb those. You didn't see any soul hearts." No, Guppy's Eye consistently lies to you. Consistently lies. So don't believe that for a moment. You should still be checking blue fires, especially if you have a surplus of bombs. Be forever. There's our Fool card. Now we're cooking here with this tears rate. Thankfully, almost. I mean, we didn't double our tears rate, but like we contributed a large portion of the tears rate. Thanks to those 2 tears up pills. So it's good to know that we have a double tears up pill in the pool. Drop a bomb here just to get the keepers, but also get this moolah. All right, so we are primed and ready to go here. I do worry a little bit about our HP going into this devil deal, so we can't get too spendy unless we get something like a 9 lives. I'm hoping that we can at least maybe get Leviathan out of this so we can fly. Ideally, something to be like 9 lives and a Guppy transformation. I'm going to take the negative for more damage here just because it's, I mean, it's 2.5 damage as Black Judas. See forever. I'm not going to take this because it might be a telepill, so I'm going to wait on that. Man, Lusty Blood's so strong with Dark Judas, but we just can't do it, man. I will take D-Bizzle. Okay, so D-Bizzle. Yep. This is tough. And this is honestly, this is much tougher than I thought. I'm not going to go Continuum here. Continuum with Eye of Occult's really, really gnarly. Whenever you're placing bombs or that sort of thing. I don't know if we really need the poison damage, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to go Halo Flies. Halo Flies gives us the ability to avoid damage. And since apparently the game is just allergic to giving us any type of flying or transformation in this run, we got to kind of make do here. And with D-Bizzle on low HP, in a low HP situation, D-Bizzle is going to help us out as well. But having that extra damage that extra defense is going to be crucial while we dish out damage. You know, like the poison damage from Common Cold, yeah, it's nice. Continuum gives you a nice range upgrade. Sure, you have to pass through tiers, all that kind of good stuff. But it's not something that we need. Something that not desperately, but something that we definitely needed is a little bit more defense. And Halo Flies does that for us, and I'm down with it. Blue map we don't really need, but I'm going to take anyway just because this is the last shop. We can re-roll Astral Projection. I was hoping there's going to be a full charge in there. And yeah. Take Rotten Tomato here. Let's put some money back in our donation machine, which is still looking very healthy. There we go. This is very good. Mom's Kiss is that trinket right there. Would give us 1 extra soul heart, but does it? No, it doesn't give you the. You don't get to keep it if you drop it, right? Didn't think so. We do have an arcade. We might as well check out the arcade real quick. Maybe we'll get a extra charge here. I mean, technically we did, but go back, get our Emperor card, and that is going to do it. I'm not going to go into the curse room. I don't think there's any real benefit at this point to doing so. Today, Junior, thank you. Like D-Bizzle, you got to pick up the hustle, son. I mean, I appreciate all the payouts and everything, but we do cardio for a reason. And as the coach, I'm not going to sit here and do cardio, but I will grill you on not doing cardio. That's just what we do. We still don't know what this. Wait, this one. Experimental pill. Luck up. Hooray. I love that Mama Gertie is just a block. You know, I love that she's just like they didn't bother to like put like anything else on the sprite other than just just put Gertie in like a gelatinous cube. Definitely would love to get some more shot speed. Shot speed's definitely lacking. Movement speed definitely on point now. And okay, there's just a random guppy item sitting in this chest, which I'm gonna take. I don't know why I bombed that one. I could have just bombed that one and saved myself a bomb. What are you actually doing? Better bombs, no thank you. Sure would love to be able to see the floor. Or... Okay. I mean, it definitely has like a sort of virtual boy thing going on here, and you know, it's cool and everything game, but if I could just like be able to see the map, because it's not even Curse of Darkness is the thing. But I guess this is just what happens when Dark Judas uses the reverse sun card. Okay. I'm definitely not feeling this here. It's a little distracting. Okay. What I'm doing right now is just looking to try to get a full charge. We have the red key, which good luck trying to see where the red doors are if you end up like taking it. This floor. Yeah, this is extraordinarily distracting. Okay. Yeah, the sooner we can get out of this, the better. Health up gives us a soul heart. Range up gives us range. Range up gives us range, and I can see forever. Gives us to places that we've already been in. HP up. Crackjacks. D-Bizzle. Is D-Bizzle 3 for 3? I think he is. Hot bomb, sure. And just for S's and G's, I'm going to go and use the red key, which I think is going to be... Ultra Seeker might be here. Okay, I'm just gonna get off this floor because, man, I really hate this. Thank you. I was about to leave this run and go back to the main menu and resume it if that had stayed. Yeah, I don't really know if I've seen that before. I feel like I haven't. Yeah, I have to remind myself that we do not have flying again. D-Bizzle keeping the streak alive here. No, it does give us a pill. No, thanks. Wow. Boss room is not over here. But more tears up. The only tears up stats that we've gotten on this entire run have been from these pills. Thankfully. Now, again, if we can just get our shot speed figured out, we're gonna be good. We good. Be Gucci, fam. for Guppy here. This is a net of 1 soul heart, so I don't see a reason not to take this. There are 2 or 3 of Guppy, but with a curse room, so we got it. We have a devil deal coming up. Hopefully this is gonna hit. I really should have bombed that keeper in the secret room. So if we don't land the devil deal here, I have no one to blame but myself for not giving myself the best chance for devil deal. And that was about as predictable as the day is long. Thank you, D-Bizzle. Don't really, yeah, we don't have enough money for Old Hushy. Plus, I mean, there's no reason to fight him. Super dehydrated lately. I've been trying to stay hydrated during the subathon and you know, just being here at the computer, just making it like a more conscious effort to drinking more water. And I love water. Water, it's so good. Like it's the bomb diggity, but it is difficult to try to keep up with like consumption sometimes. You get distracted, you're playing games, you're working at the computer, doing whatever. Very easy for like the hours just to kind of like burn away, and then next thing you know, you've gone all day without drinking any water. You've been drinking, you know, non-water products and products accessories from water. Down here, we sell nothing but water products. I don't know what these water accessories are. Pandora's box gives us a devil deal item. It's empty vessel. Wow, that's okay. Take that. There's our flying right there, and we immediately lose one of the soul hearts. But oh man, D-Bizzle gonna be feasting in here. Help the poor lad out a little bit. I mean, I'll count a health up pill as I'll count it as a health up. We'll say that was a payout. And D-Bizzle, to my knowledge, hasn't given us one negative payout from the pills, so yeah, I've been trying to keep up with my water consumption. It's difficult, and it doesn't help that, like, I don't know if any of you out there are CPAP users. What humidity setting do you have yours set to? Because it seems like no matter what the, by the way, we didn't take damage there because we had the shield from Empty Vessel. I'm wondering. It's hard to see on as Black Judas, but yeah, that bomb lamprey fly did not hit us because we had the shield. Yeah, those of you who have CPAPs, what humidity setting are you on? Because I cannot, for the love of me, oh my gosh. The life of me, not for the love of me. I cannot, for the life of me, get the humidity setting to where my mouth isn't just constantly just... I don't actually need 9 lives here. I don't need those either. Like, if it's on 1, I have dry mouth. If it's on 8, I have dry mouth, but I also don't have any water in the tank. So I don't know if it's working properly or not. I mean, I should probably just ask my doctor. Yeah, we'll do victory. Second seed, 4-6 Victor Delta Wing 7. Yeah, I appreciate that you brought this effect back and everything, game, because we're doing the victory lap, but you can definitely stop with this whole we glow the entire screen red until you leave the 4 thing. Immediately get a Guppy's collar here in the chest. Thank you. Steam sale, might as well take it. Looking for a full charge. I think we will have one full charge on this floor. You don't need Guppy's collar. This reroll here on Guppy's collar in the secret room is worth more than anything else we could reroll on this floor, especially floor 1. Spin Dizzle. Welcome back, Spin Down. Range upgrade. I would really love a shot speed upgrade, but it's not gonna happen. Another health up here from D-Bizzle. We'll just take the range upgrade for Mom's Heals. I don't know if it makes the melee damage from 20 Rib any stronger. I'm sure it doesn't. Know that Mom's Heal gives you bigger contact damage if you have a contact damage build. The Pointy Rib is doing a lot of damage. Great save by Infamy right there. Small Rock. I mean, we could... It's more damage. And Tears, of course. There's one R key. Do we go for it again? We got to get School Bag here. Oh my gosh. Now we're just... Now the game's just throwing everything at us again. And D-Bizzle is just on point with these payouts. We need to get rid of this Bone Heart, though. Soul Hearts galore. Best touch. No way I'm passing that up. Again, would love to get... I would love to get shot speed here. Range up. Bested. Speed up. All right, we got our speed back from Small Rock. We got plenty of keys, so there's no reason for us to go check to see how disappointed we could be inside the vault again. Yep. Gonna take us right back to the Devil Deal. By the way, if you don't know how I know that, it's just because if you have Guppy's Eye and you see nothing in a red chest, it means that you're going to get teleported to the Devil Deal. 49-cent R key. We actually can't even afford it now that I think about it. That was just a big waste. Kind of ridiculous, even after getting the full charge and Steam sale, it's still 49 cents. Who's got that kind of money? Not me. This is ridiculous. We definitely don't need the left hand anymore, though. XL floor with Blood of the Martyr. And I believe that was Hallowed Ground. Oof, man. Just imagine this build with Cricket's head, though, because like number 1 or whatever. And how is it number 1? Wasn't that? Wait, am I losing my mind? Okay, yeah, never mind. I am losing my mind. Yeah, Just making sure. Yeah, I mean, Blood of the Martyr is great. It's a nice damage upgrade. Don't get me wrong. But Cricket's Head's Cricket's Head. And Cricket's Head Black Judas is a huge amount of damage, and I mean huge. So we got to get 2 more full charges. This is going to be a little bit of a stretch here, but we can do it if we do the challenge room, which we can definitely do here. Oh man, Sigil of Baphomet, that's going to put it over the top. I can sense the Jason Nader dunk rating going up again. Golden Key going to save us keys. Not that we really needed to save keys. It's just, you know, kind of neat to save keys. That's probably the most times I've said keys in a single sentence this entire year. Maybe. Sigil of Baphomet going to give us a shield every time we kill an enemy. We are absolutely going to have enough charges here to get Cricket's Head. So this is a huge play. Potentially just going to just make this run just, I mean, ball totally out of control. Attack Room Shuffle, definitely a possibility here because we got plenty of HP. D-Bizzle's on a good hot streak right now. See if we can re-roll into. How about that? Man. Deadeye as well. Man, oh man, oh man. I don't know if we're going to have... That's a weird spot for the boss rooms. I don't think that we're going to have enough full charges for both Cricket's Head and Deadeye. Unless we have some full charges in the shop. Watch our damage here. Yeah. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. As a 50% damage up. More than that, actually. A massive amount of damage. Almost 100% damage up. There's a full charge, so okay. We budget this correctly, we may be able to get Deadeye. May. Okay, well, let's just see if there's full charges. There could be combat in here as well. Not. And if we can't get Deadeye, I mean, we can at least get Holy Light, which is just fine. That's just as fine. Yeah, we are going to be able to get Deadeye, so we're going to pass up on Holy Light and go for Deadeye instead. Wow. We barely had enough, but hey, I'm going to take it. We're going to stopwatch turns to Dead Onion. No. Our shot speed still is the same. But it's now not going to matter with Deadeye. Deadeye plus Cricket's Head plus Black Judas. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good old-fashioned GG there, good buddy. There ain't nothing's gonna stop us now. It turned into Magic Mush there, but with what full charges, my friend? And D-Bizzle. D-Bizzle's on. He's on something today. Now, some would say that the mulligan is a little redundant, thus being Guppy, but I'm still going to take it anyway. If at the very least, just to... Oh, what am I doing? We have Goat Head. We don't need to do this. If at anything, just to make more flies spawn. We know that there's nothing of note next to the secret room because we would have seen it by now had we once we went in there. The icon would have appeared in the adjacent room, which it didn't. So there's nothing over there except just a big old circle. Mulligan turns into Ipecac. It's the best possible scenario there. No, thank you on that. I think the shop is going to be probably to the west here. Oh. Surprised. Let's go fight the boss real quick. By fight, I mean, like, you know, just one-shot brownie real fast here. HP upgrade turns into a synth oil payout. I can't do it to him. I can't do it to him. D-Bizzle has been exceptional in this run. I'm trying to run into purple fires, buddy. Do that. It's fine. Wait, greed. Down goes greed. Setting us up for a second greed fight on the next floor. Don't hit the spike rock. Don't do it. Okay. All right. So we got Monstrous Tooth, or not Monstrous Tooth, Halitosis in the item room. Wow, this is now this is definitely a wheezing. I see a wheezing on this map here. Lover's card is going to spawn a whole bunch of hearts here for D-Bizzle. Shot speed up.
Shot speed up.
But yes, it did occur to me, by the way, yesterday that in talking about the pills, that there are actually shot speed up pills, and it's just a straight up brain fart. You know how I get whenever I get tired, man. The very predictable second greed fight after getting a greed fight on the last floor. Never change, Isaac. Never change. See what Halitosis rolls in. Or no, it was Monstrous Tooth. Wow. Wow. I take that back. That was Halitosis. My instinct was correct the first time. Revelation would be great, but the problem is that we have no way of getting it. See what the boss rush turns into. Growth hormones. Yeah, there's not much we can do with any of this here. I'm just gonna take the rosary for the tears up. And this boss rush is going to be just a slight inconvenience to it. A very slight inconvenience. Such a slight inconvenience, I'm going to take a drink of water right now in my left hand. I have to open the bottle first. Wondering why we didn't take damage there. That was because of Sigil of Baphomet. Yeah, I know it's very hard to see when the shield is active on Black Judas, but it's there. There you go. A sun card for our problems and Bumbo. That's just super duper awesome. Take the sun card here. Ebizzle. Cringing at all the HP that we have left behind. That's okay.
Rage up.
Do we need the sun card? No. No. I'm glad we had it though, because guess what? The boy would have thought that the boss room is all the way to the east. Excuse me? Apparently that's not a door. Honestly though, I gotta say MVP of the run, 100% is gonna be Montezuma's. Could get a Genesis just for kicks. Could go Genesis here just for funsies. Sure. We can go Genesis. Let's see if we can make a better run out of this. Why not? Look, y'all are eventually gonna have to come up for air. Thank you. My knee-jerk reaction to the question of will we be able to build a better run than what we have now with Genesis? No. Just going to say that right now, no. But am I going to do it anyway? Oh, you bet. At the very least, we get to skip Isaac, and that's fine with me. Not that Isaac, of course, is going to be a problem with this build, but you know. You know. So whatever floats our boat, which is usually water. Answer that proverbial age-old question: whatever floats your boat, it's usually water. Can't think of too many other things that are floated by non-water to be considered a boat worthy. Yeah, less than 3 turned into something that I care about with spin down, but we don't have it, so that's okay. Not all boats are floated by water. Got gravy boats. Cool bag here. Ebizzle, I already miss you. Right, take the school bag. Candy Heart's useless for us, Mr. Dolly. Definitely gonna get some movement speed. We don't need daddy long legs, so. Starting out with black juice is quite nice, I will say. Red stew is literally just not going to matter for us. Yeah, give me the damage upgrade. Hi, Belial. Shot speed or Ozo, take more. Oh man. Yep, that's why unfortunately having no reroll in the Genesis room and then getting stuck with a bunch of my sentiments exactly, Judas. Spacebar items means that you're gonna have to replace them. Throwing D sizzle. I guess buddy in a box. Sizzy! Sizzy! Meat. Our base damage is getting up there, I'm not gonna lie. Welcome back, D-Bizzle. Good to see you. Ooh. Kind of a Sola. Yeah, but we don't need it. Okay, so gotta say I'm surprised at how it came close. I still think that our previous run was the better run, but this one came dang close. Isaac or Blue Baby's most likely gonna be over here. Yeah, this is what it feels like when we have shot speed. It's great. This. And we got Sissy, so it's win-win. What's going on over here? Yeah, this feels more powerful, but it's because we don't have that the really awful shot speed. There's also, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but there's also a bunch of crap on the screen. I don't mean in the literal sense, like you usually see it in Isaac, but I mean there's a bunch of crap on the screen. We don't have Guppy, and that's okay. Yeah, we just absolutely curb stomped the run at the end. So what a run. What a run. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you click the like button. Leave a comment down below. It's the best way to support my channel. And of course, if you want to get to the Sinvicta's / No Seas challenge run, then let's get this video over 3,000 likes. And like I said, I hope you all had a great start to your week. Thank you to all the new subscribers here joining us in the Mosh Pit on YouTube. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like thanks to pages of mine like Chronic Shadow, Troy Mason, and Relat01. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.